Analog horror really is something, isn't it? Many would say it revolutionized the internet horror landscape, rivaled by the likes of the first peak creepypastas. But many others would also say it's overstayed its welcome. It's niche and predictable, easily replicable, which has led ways into many copybusters, and a sea of mediocre tries to capture lightning in a bottle again. Don't get me wrong, the genre has its bangers, but having kept an eye on the subreddit for a while, it ain't looking good, chief. That's why I'm here to talk about one of the weirdest and coolest pieces of analog horror I've ever seen. I've been eagerly waiting for the series to finish up so I can finally talk about it. This is the story of Mikaeli, who hit metal 17 times. To watch this particular series, we gotta take a detour off of YouTube and onto Instagram, the cursed land of vertical videos. In November of 2023, a new Instagram account was created by the name YouHitMetal17times_everyday. If you're not versed in the ways of the gram, there's this trend of accounts that post the same video every single day. Since the days on egg-dominated Instagram, accounts like these have been popping up just to post the same piece of content every day. That's it. That's the whole thing. These videos are usually popular memes or some segments of famed videos that stand sentimental to the poster. On the 1st of December, the very first video was posted.
Mikaeli, you successfully hit metal 17 times, so you are now proud owner of this photograph of motorcar. I am happy. But property is theft, so you are now under arrest. Well enough.
At first glance, we seem to be looking at an old game show, but the voices sound off. Seems to be dubbed over. And that's all she wrote. Mikaeli hit metal 17 times and won a photograph of a motor car, but because property is theft, he is now under arrest. Fair enough.
Mikaeli, you successfully hit metal 17 times, so you are now proud owner of this photograph of motorcar. I am happy. But property is theft, so you are now under arrest. Well enough. Mikaeli, you successfully
And so it went on. Same video day in and day out, just again and again and again. For 5 weeks the account set out to its purpose and nothing was out of the ordinary. But then came day 37.
Mikaeli, you successfully hit metal 17 times, so you are now proud owner of this photograph of motorcar. I am not happy. I'm sorry? I am not happy with it. You don't want the photograph?
No, I've hit metal 17 times every day. I want 2 pictures of motorcar.
Mikaeli, you cannot just break your time loop. There is a way to escape, but you are yet to find it. And neither is your older self. Well enough.
And on the 4th day, God graded the lore. Mikaeli is not just a contestant on some weird show, and we are not just watching him hit metal 17 times every day. The loop is yet to be broken, and thus was the same video uploaded tomorrow, and the day after that, and the one after that one. How do I put this? I've seen these accounts post literally the same video day after day for years, and maybe it was a matter of time when somebody was gonna take it in a fresh new direction, but I doubt anybody would have guessed the direction we were headed.
Mikaeli, you only hit metal 16 times, so I am sorry, but you'll go home empty-handed.
Oh, what a shame.
Mikaeli, everyone.
I can just go.
Yes, you just go through that, and you will. So, let's see who our next contestant is on the show. Ah, Mikaeli, back so soon. I guess you are still trapped. Well enough.
So what we do know is that the metal needs to be hit at least 17 times to win a prize. But does that really matter if you're still stuck within the time loop?
Mikaeli, you only hit metal 16 times, so I am sorry, but that sound can only mean one thing.
I get to leave.
No, it is time for the bonus round.
Please, I want to see my
Mikaeli, can you name each of these objects?
Fair enough. Square. Long square. Gambling cube.
Well, silly factory. What is that? What is going on? There's not supposed to be there. Mikaeli, please come with me over here. Slight problem. I don't know.
Ding ding ding, it's time for the bonus round. For some reason, by the sound of the positive beeping, Mikaeli seemed to do pretty well, but in a sudden flash, the computer crashed. Things were tough, and Mikaeli said, fair enough.
Mikaeli, you successfully hit metal 18 times, so I don't care. I just want to live. I won't accept property, and I won't say fair enough. Shit.
Oh, Mikaeli, it's so cute how you think that makes a difference. As you hit the metal 18 times, you get a special prize. Phone call. I wonder who it is.
What do you mean you can't? Wake him up! Wake him up now!
Who is it? Why are you keeping me here? What is your end game?
Things are getting out of hand. Mysterious screaming voices over the phone is rarely a good sign. And Mr. Mikaeli here is literally flickering from existence. Who was that on the phone? And what is really happening here? I guess the only way is forward.
Mikaeli?
A fire in the tech facility of Vale Industries, leaving 3 injured and CEO Mikaeli in a comatose state.
Contained before emergency services arrived. It was controversial, facing multiple lawsuits for abuse of employees and reported illegal testing of experimental tools.
Lee's partner, Gia Fields, isn't so sure. There's never been a fight before, and he's the only one who ends up in a coma. There's just something wrong about the way this has been investigated.
This is where things get interesting. We're able to piece together that the CEO of Vale Industries, the comatose Mikaeli, is actually Mikaeli in the simulation. As her wife argues that things seem suspicious, we really are to be believed that this was an illustrated attack against a pretty not so okay guy. Gia, his wife, was also the mysterious voice on the phone, trying to break Michael out of whatever this is.
Mikaeli, as you hit metal so nicely today, you win special entertainment prize.
Is the prize death?
Even better, man reading out random numbers.
83279
I don't like it.
Give it a chance, Mikaeli. It really picks up around hour 14.
I just...
Oh, where am I? Where was a game shop?
Just picture. Listen, can I get the passcode for Vault 3?
Oh, 69398.
Thank you.
Oh.
Back to sleep.
No, wait.
Oh,
Hello? Hey, Mikaeli, are you okay?
this is not real life.
On day 54, we're led to a Vale Industries instructional video about a product trial called the Mirage game. It promises to transport you to unreal worlds, including Forest Battle, Castle Grand Prix, and other premium ones. I blinked. During the sudden blip, we're told about AARU and AARVU tests. Not of their purpose, but rather that RU tests are currently unavailable due to multiple failed tests, and that terminally ill people are given priority to RVU tests. Whatever that means. In the procedure, something called the central node is inserted into the back of your brain, where it will nest and mature. Then things called connectoids will serve the node and break through your pain receptors. The procedure is painless, I promise. Wait, what the fuck?
Mikaeli, you successfully hit metal 8.
I don't care. I woke up, there was an outside world, and I am not Mikaeli. I am someone else.
It was just a bad dream.
Oh, Mikaeli, why don't we have some fun over here? Hit it, Grigor. What?
Mikaeli, I've known you so long, but you don't even know my name.
Why are you singing?
So maybe we've been doing it wrong, cause you and I are kind of the same.
I would like to leave because I am sad.
and I miss my family. Give me a reprieve, it's driving me mad. Hitting metal ain't the life for me. Cause when you're stuck in a game show, life is tough. I can't work out this time loop stuff. You won't be leaving us today. So there's just one thing that I can say. What? Fair enough. You can't say fair then fair enough. You can't say fair then fair enough. You can't say fairer than that. Oh drat, everyone in time look fair enough. You can't say fairer than fair enough. You can't say fairer than fair enough. You can't say fairer than that. Oh drat, fair enough.
So this really is the darkest timeline. This thing turns out to be a musical. Honestly, can't even be mad, because this is a straight up banger. Hit it, Krieger!
You can't say fairer than fair enough. You can't say fairer than fair enough.
As our characters are singing their hearts out, we see messages from Mikaeli's wife pop up on the big screen. I think there is a way out. We can use the bugs. Sam is keeping you there. Stay strong. I will find a way to get you out. Any questions? Oh yeah, I got one. Who is Sam?
Mikaeli.
This is it. This is block 3. Where the fire was. Don't know about you, but I can't see any fucking evidence of any fucking fire. Did they have to make it this creepy? So you work at Vale?
I'm an intern, so...
Wow. I kind of have a thing for nerdy guys.
Really? Oh, I'm kind of not gonna talk about Mirage stuff.
Well, I won't understand any of it, so...
Yeah, that's true.
No, what do you
like
mean?
The game has a failsafe so that the hardware doesn't get damaged if that happens.
That's so interesting.
Are you real?
Why don't you take me back to yours?
Well, I mean, I can just ask her, so... Mommy, do you have any condoms?
Oh my god, hey, come on. Come on. Wait.
On day 60, we seem to get a whole new perspective on this big mystery. This time directly through Gia's eyes, who goes to seduce an internet Vale in order to get access to the Mirage system. On the screen we see more info about RU, that test subject 2 is currently inside a custom scenario. From everything we've seen, there only seem to be 2 people within this simulation. Mikaeli and the other guy are the only ones able to interact with anyone. The rest of the crowd is just white noise in the background. But which of them is test subject 2? Well, remember that introduction video we saw before? I don't think Michael would have watched this if he was inserted into the simulation unwillingly, so someone else must have watched the trial video of how this procedure works. And back when Michael woke up and gave out the vault key to the dark hooded figure, at the corner of the screen we see the text "RU not active," which means he must be using ARVU. The data in the computer talks of an ARU user, so whoever this show host is must be test subject 2, and apparently their external hardware has been disconnected.
Mikaeli, you have such a nice voice.
Thank you, I enjoy to sing. Maybe we can do a harmony. Fair enough. You can't say fairer than fair enough.
Mikaeli, I'm starting to enjoy our time together. Maybe I should tell you something about myself.
Michael, it's Gia. I know that name might not mean much to you in here.
How did you get in here?
Gia, I remember that name.
I don't have much time, but there is a way for you to get out.
Silence! Remove admin! How do I get out?
It's called oversteam.
Mute admin!
You need to overstimulate yourself. The game will pause.
How do I do it?
Physical exertion, loud noises, bright lights, bright colors, high temperature. But you won't have long. Samantha will have been noticed.
Oh, what a silly joke.
I know what to do.
On day 63, Gia is able to reach out to Michael, being momentarily placed in the Mirage after granting herself temporary admin powers. She explains the only way out for Michael is to overstim, physical exertion, loud noises, bright lights, high temperature.
That woman was lying to you. No, I have to overstim. I will hit metal like never hit before.
Let's be sensible about
it. Hit it, Glieger. Glieger? No, stop. Stop that.
Mikaeli, put down that hammer. Let's do this. Mikaeli, if you don't put that hammer down right now, I will reset you, and you won't remember anything from your time in here. Mikaeli, reset the player. Great, so slow. Mikaeli, I will give you 5 pictures of Motorcar if you stop hitting metal, and I won't even arrest you. Shit, there is Sam. Oh, Mikaeli, relax. Imagine you're on the beach with a pina colada and a small dog lick your toe. Mikaeli. Mikaeli, you're all I have. Please, come on, reset. Reset. The real world is not what you think. Mikaeli. Mikaeli.
Hello, Michael.
At last. After hitting the metal approximately 87 times, the simulation overstimmed, and Michael was woken up from the coma, and what I think is his assistant giving him a creepily warm welcome back.
Hello, Michael.
Vale boss Michael Lee has awoken from his coma after more than 2 months. But before celebrations could start, another high-level employee, Samantha Penford, had disappeared.
It is official. Mikaeli really is no more, because the real Michael is awake.
I feel like I've emerged from some sort of dream.
Some people say they heard Samantha screaming on the night that you woke up. There was a confrontation.
There's a lot of crazy theories, speculation, amateur sleuths, I don't know, but anyone who is trying to investigate this, be sure that you will be kept in the loop.
No, I don't think I want to go in the loop. Please, let's not.
No. Oh, fuck. No.
I am happy.
And so we're finally introduced to Samantha Penford, who disappeared on the night Michael woke up. We've heard the name Sam mentioned, but now we know where she disappeared. Oh, we know very well. Now she is the one strained to the bed, about to be put to sleep, banished to hell. We hear a creepy voice saying,
I am happy.
There is only one other character who we've heard say that before.
I am happy.
Also, he's registered as a user named Goodnight Sam.
I miss Mikaeli sometimes, don't you? Great.
No, please, no. What in the dread is that?
This is not at all what I expected. Somehow, an even weirder turn of events than that musical number. Sam has been inserted into the game, and her avatar is... What is that? Apparently, she's a rock biter from Neverending Story, and we have a cool moment acknowledging the ending of day 47.
End game. Exit game. Overstep. Don't admin Samantha. Samantha? That is you. Michael put me in here, and I think he might have made me ugly. So you're stuck in here with me. How the tables rotate. Now you are in this hell, and I have more admin privilege than you, Sam. Oh, shut it, Sasha. Think about it. Now I'm in here, neither of us can leave. Wait, shit. You're right.
For the first time, we learn the show host name. It's Sasha, and they seem to know each other. Samantha confirms that it was indeed Michael who put her in the simulation. Seems that this place is only ever used as a prison.
Does that mean for the rest of our lives we're going to be stuck in? No, there's got to be a way out. We must... Wait. What? There is something we can try. Something Michael doesn't know about.
The Mirage, as they've called this place. This eternal nightmare, as Sasha describes it. It doesn't seem to be all that well put together. It barely serves its purpose, and only because of the constant loop that keeps things operational. Or it did, as we seem to have stopped looping since Michael left. It's all a bit confusing still. But we do know there are 2 ways out: to exploit the bugs, or to be disconnected from the outside.
Mikaeli?
Hello, Michael. How are you feeling?
Linda, I am feeling like I'm going to punch a wall.
Lovely. And how can I help with that?
Can you tell me why the contents of Vault 3 is missing?
So, Vault 3 was opened on January 20th.
How can...
Oh, and then 2 days later, it was opened again from the inside. It's a bit weird.
The source is gone.
Oh no, that's a shame.
Without the source, this company is nothing.
Well, that's not true, Michael. You can still make those mouse maps.
Linda, find the fucking source.
Okay, Yeah, I'll get on that today, Michael. Is there anything else I can help you with?
This day is rather self-explanatory. The contents of Vault 3 have gone missing, and that's a big fucking problem. Whatever was inside that vault was essential to Michael's work. It was most likely directly connected to the Mirage project. Michael calls it the source, and what exactly that is will be one of the biggest questions we have ahead. Not to mention, why was the vault open from the inside? And what is up with Michael's assistant? Girl, you good?
How much do you owe?
Probably $140,000.
Fuck. That's like $1 million.
Well, it's literally not.
Jamaican dollars.
Some of my investments were returned about.
Like what?
For example, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for test participants for an exciting new project. Subjects will receive at least $50,000.
Oh, drat.
When it comes to accidents and incidents, Vale is very responsible.
We seem to have traveled back in time, as we're introduced to two boys, one of whom is in serious debt and is thus pulled into Vale's shady dealings.
Mate, the company is called Vale. It's literally evil backwards.
No, that's a lie.
Might as well be doing some testing for Satan Incorporated.
Shut up.
Immoral and Sons. What are they going to test on you?
Hopefully BJ3000 sucking machine.
Isn't that a vacuum cleaner? Doesn't that already exist?
Well,
they don't need to test that.
You would know.
Hell yeah, I would. I love you.
I like you too.
No, you got to say it back.
I love you, Joe.
Good luck with the BJ3000. I'll miss you, Sasha.
Bye bye, Sasha, I hope you find your dad. Or not. I love the writing in this bit. Vale is not evil backwards, but neither is it Liv. This piece of found footage is crucial to our big picture puzzle. From the recording we can see that the events take place in September of 91. Sasha goes to Vale to test something he has no clue about, but instead he's connected with Sam, who uses him as a decoy to keep Michael in the simulation. Sasha goes through training and all, and is given admin privileges inside the Mirage. We see him struggling with them throughout. And while Michael is stuck inside the loop, Sam uses the opportunity to steal the source from Vault 3. The plot really is thickening.
Why should I trust you, Sam? We agreed I'd be here for 2 weeks. It's been months, I don't have my money.
Situation changed.
I did everything you asked me to do.
Then why is Michael not here?
I tried.
We need to work together.
The desperation is starting to kick in. If they don't think of something fast, they might really be stuck here forever. I love the line.
Then why is Michael not here?
I tried.
Because it establishes a deep connection between these characters, one blaming the other, and the other trying his hardest not to blame himself.
When the game is updating, it's unstable. We might be able to make it crash. Sasha?
Help me, I'm stuck.
You don't understand? I'm saying we could crash the system.
Inside the simulation?
Exactly. And then when I'm out, I will lure Michael and Gia into a trap.
Ooh, Sam is not to be trusted.
Right. So we just have to wait and look for signs when the game is updating.
You're right. It's our only hope. Let's work together, Sam.
Never in my life have I ever thought that one of those enjoying our app, wanna rate it pop-ups would ever be useful, but here we are. Sasha sends a message out, crying for help from inside the simulation, warning others not to trust Sam.
Can we move subject Joe into position, please? Thank you. An update on the source when you're ready, please. For some reason the source is reluctant to produce a node. Can we stimulate the source, please? Just be careful. Okay, we have a node confirmed. Manual extraction. When Chris is ready, can we bring subject back up for routing, please? Thank you. Please ensure restraints are fastened for obvious reasons. Subject showing some resistance to routing. Okay, routing is complete, and node is beginning to nest. Good job. Source is showing agitation. Can we get Chris out of there, please? Okay, please restrain down there. Get Chris the fuck out.
Hell no.
Now we can see the inside of a human brain.
He has a awoken from his coma.
That's Sasha's company, that's where Sasha is.
2 months.
Hello, I'm inquiring about my friend Sasha Wong, who's been doing weird like guinea pig tests for you and hasn't come home.
Sasha Wong tests ended on 9th of November.
What? Mate, he hasn't come back.
It's not our problem.
Well, maybe this is your problem then.
What?
Well, you can't see, but I am giving you the finger. Gonna go down to the local Vale branch. Obviously slight risk that he's just got addicted to the blowjob machine and is now living on the street.
Sasha's friend Joe goes looking for his lost buddy, not yet realizing what's at hand.
Pedo alert. The hell is that? Satan's dildo, everyone.
The video ends abruptly, with Joe meeting a strange figure. Doesn't look like he made it far. We see some satanic markings and ritualistic things as Joe gets closer to Vale's facilities. There is a bunch of messaging like this blasted throughout the show. I haven't been to church in a while, so I'm not quite able to make out the metaphors myself, but there are some serious biblical undertones going on here.
So when is this game supposed to update? Could be any time. So we could just be waiting around for 5-10 years? This is ridiculous. Why are you always so angry? I will tell you why. Gregor? I was living with my best friend Joe and we didn't know where our lives would go. What is going on? I don't remember coding this feature. Who even is Gregor? And nothing was a bother because we both at each other, but then my mother fell unwell. And money was tough and things got rough. Now I'm stuck in this hell. Oh, you went and took my world away. It wasn't meant to go this way. Vale might own my life today, but one day you will pay. Why? Don't you know the property is theft? Now you're under arrest cause I got nothing left. Oh baby, don't you know the property is theft? Oh no, Mikaeli, don't you know the property is theft? But you stole my whole life when I'm trying to decipher how you don't know the property is theft. It's crazy, don't you know the property is theft? I don't really know what you want me to do about this. Don't you know the property is theft? Wait, Sam!
Wait, what? And just like that, Sam is gone. From the big screen we see that her ass was dragged out of that hellhole from the outside and because of her admin privileges. Michael is the one who put her there, but is he now the one pulling her out of there?
It's groovy.
The term node appears to have a lot of significance. Their existence and usage might be more well known in this world than we thought, as that term doesn't exactly translate into real-life medical terminology. So far we know that only the source can produce nodes, which are then injected into the test subject's brain. A hostile alien body injected into the back of your brain, where it starts to nest. That doesn't sound like a node we know, but they do. The FBI has direct knowledge over the existence of nodes, what they do and how they might even be able to remove them. I have very big doubts that the FBI would work directly with Vale to use and test nodes, so there might be something larger at play here. For now, we know of 3 agents who are claimed to be infected and who must acquire immediate medical help. Even if nodes have some widespread usage outside of torture simulations, we can still pretty safely assume that these especially hostile nodes are still being produced by the source, who is now running amok, having escaped Vault 3. And that was the show. for now. If we want to continue, we must jump from the previous day 103 all the way to day 202, because not a single video was uploaded during the days in between. We almost lost hope during that. It was a very dark time. Yeah, the videos hadn't been daily for a while now, but this 100-day period of absolute radio silence made the community worry if they'd ever see the end of Mikaeli's story. But alas, came day 202.
Welcome back to the Stasio Show, where I am very alone and sad and I don't have anything to do or anyone to talk to, because that is my life. That's the phone. Weird. Who is that?
Get involved. Why are you feeling me up? Ask me for a drink first.
Wait, is that Joe?
You trespass on bail.
Just trying to find my mate. He came to find me.
Can't see your friend, but he left you a message.
I didn't leave a message for him.
Hey man, it's Sasha here. They said you came to find me. I'm doing really well.
That's not me speaking, don't believe it.
So hopefully I'll see you soon. Like fuck, he's alright.
Joe, that's not...
Can I have my stuff back?
Joe!
Sasha gets a phone call from outside. It's Joe arguing with a security guard, and in an eerie twist, we hear Sasha's own real voice call out to Joe, telling him all is good. God, I fucking hate AI, oh my god. But things get even weirder.
Can I go then?
You'll stay here 12 hours. Protocol.
12 hours? What the fuck am I gonna do for 12 hours?
Here. Fucking entertainment.
Oh! For fuck's sake. Thanks, mate, yeah. I love Adult Virgin Monthly.
I don't think that's a real jail cell. I don't think that's a real security guard. And that is definitely not real protocol. But that magazine does look familiar. Wait, isn't that where Sasha left his message?
Oi, answer me. Who's Sam and why can't he be trusted? There's some simulation shit going on. I don't think my friend is okay.
You just extend your time in cell. Congratulations.
You'll know it's because you fancy me. Spitting kink.
Note for investigation team. Whoever has been putting tense music and dramatic boom sound effects on the case files, please cease immediately. This is not entertainment, this is real life. There are some other cases of this kind of trolling going around the office space. I thought I'd rather mention them all here, rather than reading each one out individually. Wait, what was that? Wait, zoom in? Zoom? Enhance? I see. Absolute gibberish. I think I need to let the ground team take this one.
Do you know where the source is? One last chance. We're gonna have to access her node recording. Linda, open her cranial port.
Michael, we don't have anaesthetic.
I don't care.
Can't do that without anaesthetic. That is torture.
Linda.
And we might lose the node.
Open her skull or you will get the same treatment.
Yes, Michael.
Lovely. In the last moments of the recording, we hear Sam getting her skull cracked open as Michael is trying to access her node recording. His assistant Linda is hesitant, but she has no choice. Michael is ready to do anything to get his hands on the source again. Because of the previous FBI tape, we now know that Michael is not just in it for the money, but because the source is a highly dangerous entity that needs to be captured ASAP. That doesn't make him a good guy or anything, just that we're dealing with possibly apocalyptic events here.
What in the direct? Network protection mode. Other. Joe.
Hello?
It's me, Sasha.
That is the worst Sasha impression I've ever seen.
No, it is Sasha Wong. I came here to test BJ3000.
Wait, so it is you?
I'm in simulation.
Wait, so you left a review in the fucking Never Seen Tits magazine?
You found it.
Thanks to something called network protection mode, Sasha is able to call out to Joe directly from within the game. This was caused by Sam's node getting damaged and it directly affecting the system.
Joe,
mate,
it's so good to see you.
I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
Why are you white?
Yeah, I'm Russian now, so...
You're still good at maths?
I fucking hope so. Also racist.
You're the one doing the accent.
The friends are overjoyed to be reunited and a little confused over the whole Russian game show shtick. Don't worry, so are we.
Look, we don't have long. I think I'm in the same building as you, plugged into this computer. I found a way to unlock your cell.
Okay, sick. Let me out and I'll come and find you.
You'll get caught. I've been analyzing movement of the guards. I think in about 5 hours there will be a gap.
And so the series went dormant once again, this time for an even longer gap of over 4 months. The creator claimed to be demotivated with the whole project. But things weren't all bad. This downtime gave the community a moment to reflect back on the things we'd seen so far. What, when and where all the pieces go, and what is the information we're still missing. Obviously we don't have the ending yet, and at the time nobody had a clue about the sheer scope of the finale. But there's still questions we can ask right now, like who actually is Sam? Or was Sam, I guess. I don't know, too soon, maybe?
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Samantha Benford is another employee of Vale, but not just any old employee. She's Michael's partner and the co-creator of Mirage. My wild guess is that they were working on an afterlife project. Something in the vein of San Junipero. Why else would the terminally ill be granted priority? But as time went on, Michael took control and sought to use the tech for his own benefit, turning it into a game. Even the name Mirage kinda sounds like the ARG from Soma, another example of artificial afterlife in fiction. In fact, the whole simulation project appears to be Samantha's love child, because after Michael puts her in the sim, mere moments after entering, she already tries every possible command to get out. But after Sam traps Michael in the simulation, he has no clue he's even stuck within a time loop. Not like that saved her or anything. This moment plays a lot of significance. The character of Sam is a bit disconnected from the rest of the group, but her demise plays a key role. The whole series is presented as old case files, presumably the FBI's, and one of their leads into this investigation was the death of Samantha Benford. The second question on everybody's mind is what exactly are the experiments Michael is conducting that Sam was so desperately trying to stop? We know about the whole simulation and how it's connected to the nodes and the source and whatnot, but we're led to believe that's not all. The power of the source seems to be out of this world, literally, and thus the possibilities it brings are beyond our understanding of reality. We know the experiments are illegal, we know they can cause an immense amount of pain, we know about antibodies injecting and nesting inside human brains. Maybe the simulation is only the first step in Michael's plan. Gaining that kind of control over people would make him very powerful and very rich. He probably plans to take things a step further and control people's minds for real. While browsing the subreddit, I found this post where a user made a unique connection between two stories. Apparently, Whale Industries is also the name of an evil company in the stories of Adventures in Odyssey, a radio show from 1987. In the episode called The Black Whale, Whale Industries is said to be known for manufacturing the Nova Box. It's a helmet that you put on, and it had infrared ports that received the remote control signals. It also had a radio transmitter in it that didn't turn off after being unplugged. The radio transmitter affected people's minds using brainwaves and caused the people of Odyssey to buy items that they didn't need or vote for someone that they didn't intend to vote for. The Nova Box was part of a larger plan to influence the minds of the entire world. It also caused regression in anyone that used them and improved to the point that they were actually worse than they were before using the Nova Box. Sounds kinda familiar, doesn't it? And here we are, on the doorstep of the very last video that would be uploaded on this Instagram account. Besides the finishing recap, of course. On day... I don't even know anymore. On day 342, the final act was released.
The FBI say there was no need to worry. However...
Do you see that? Do you see...
And what they were trying to do is to deal with the...
not, it is actually alive.
We see the repercussions of the source escaping. The world is in chaos as more and more people are infected by this now labeled Neradian. This show loves throwing out weird terms to make the lore seem even more vast than it already is, but I believe that is just the official name given to the unknown entity by the FBI. Our theory of mind control seems to hold steady, as we're told about infected agents tampering with case files. Whether the agents are fully or just partly under the influence, this was the level of control Michael was hoping to seek. But Michael is not in control. It's the source. As a little side note, I'm pretty sure this was just a clever little way of retconning a previously made mistake. That's pretty good.
Do you have any control over this thing at all?
We have a plan in place to regain.
Human lives are being lost.
Human life is a sacrifice we have to make.
What kind of way do you live your life that you don't even care?
Allow me to explain. Gregory, hit it.
An evil-sounding piano riff isn't going to get you out of this. You need to tell me what...
You get to the top so much faster. If you play their bastard, it's easy to win every time if you're sleazy. And you also have really rich parents who died when you reached adolescence. Whoops, they must have fell. It was so sad, oh well, yes it's true. Oh, evil's good for you. When life beats its drum, I succumb to the dance of the few.
So tell me what you do.
I bounce to the bad boy beat. I'm a bad boy freak by the name of Michael Lee. Bounce to the bad boy beat. Yeah, it's good to be a bad boy. Life is a game, gonna win. I'll be damned if I sin. To hell with losing. So bounce to the bad boy beat. Baby, spank me cause I'm naughty.
Okay, coming across slightly sexual.
I need spanking.
I feel highly uncomfortable.
Spank.
So Michael really is a bad boy. A straight up shady bloke, some would even say. Who would have guessed that the Mikaeli, who hit metal 17 times, that we all fell in love with in the first place, would turn out to be the villain this whole time? This series just can't stop surprising me. This is now the third musical number we've gotten, and so far they've all been bangers. Just so you know, all the songs are on Spotify if you want Krieger to hit it anytime, anywhere.
Spank.
What you're doing, fucking Michael's got a plan. We're gonna lure it, hopefully, with the uterate ritual. Uterate? You need human subject for uterate? Well, that's why I'm calling. We're wondering if you have any detainees at the facility. Let me check. Yes, we have detainees. Great. Well, okay, if we could, okay.
In the next tape, we can hear a phone call between two goons, discussing the escalating situation at hand. We're thrown another unknown term, deriving from Greek mythology. Either the creator really likes the ancient Greeks, or there is some connection here we're yet to make. The plan is to lure the source through something called the uterate ritual, but for that they need a sacrifice. Thankfully, there is somebody conveniently waiting in a cell.
Come on, Sasha. Where are you?
Are you ready?
I was born ready. And premature.
Go left, right, then left. My vault will be dead ahead. Disconnect me from the machine and get me out of there.
Got it.
Unlock door 6. Go.
Joe is released from his cell and makes a run for it.
Joe goes left. Guard goes south. What's the threat? No, guard goes south. No, shit. This is not right.
Sasha?
This is not the normal movement. Fuck. Joe, turn around. Joe.
Sasha? Oh, fuck. Wait, no. I know it's karate. Fuck.
Joe gets caught due to a miscalculation on Sasha's part. He had no idea they were coming to get Joe for the ritual.
Joe,
No. This is not the end. Network protection mode will... No, please. I'm stuck.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
I stare at the camera, you stare at the screen. Reach out to touch the glass in between. I try to smile, you turn away. If this is a game show I don't want to play, why can't I just be free? I'm trapped in a world where I'm someone that I shouldn't be. Oh, I just want to feel something that is real.
I promise this is the last one, just bear with me.
Dressed like a mirror, hoping you'll see someone familiar the way they should be. The surface is broken, reflections are wrong, like knowing's the words without knowing's a song. So I take off my clothes, scratch at my makeup till all that is left is the bone. But at least I know it's real. Don't wanna live in a simulation, losing my mind in this isolation.
My sweet, sweet Sasha. Oh, how wrong they did you. Stay in there because Joe is... Alright.
Let me go, for God's sake. No, I'm not transport. I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. I've got a disease. I wanted to come here.
Fasten the restraints.
Wait, if this is actually the blowjob machine, I don't know how to feel.
Linder, shut him up, please.
No, honestly, I've got like 3 diseases. I'm not...
Joe is being gagged while everybody's getting ready to lure the source.
We've done it before. Uterate will lure in the source, and while it's feeding on the sacrifice, we will secure it.
But can't we use something else? He's just a kid.
Linder, for the last time, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Begin uterate ritual.
We have no clue what this uterate ritual is, but here we go.
Source detected. Approaching facility. 8 miles.
Told you it would work. He's trying to break restraints. Linder, inject him with the paralyzer, please.
Yes, Michael.
Source. 3 miles.
Linder, can you hurry up or he's gonna break out of there?
I can't get the needle out the drawer.
What? Just pull it.
I can't, Michael. You're stuck. Can you come and help?
Christ, Linder, fine. Get out the way and I'll just...
Oh no! I stabbed you with the paralyzer, Michael. And a shame.
Linda stabbed Michael with the paralyzer, and the source is rapidly approaching.
Let's get out of here. You. Run.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Michael. Let me know if there's anything you need. Okay? Yeah, can't quite hear you, Michael, so talk to you later. Goodbye.
Michael is left to die at the hands of the source. We don't quite make out what happened, but maybe that's for the best. Linda and Joe get out of there, and Joe goes looking for Sasha.
Sasha! Sasha! Fuck! I'm coming for you, mate. Not like that. Fuck. Vault. Sasha! Sasha! What the fuck? That's one.
All the property stuff, now you're on da. Who is that? Social. Who are you? Social. It's me.
And that is the story of Mikaeli, who hit metal 17 times. Or more precisely, of Sasha, who was lured into an infinite hell in the form of a Russian game show. That is the entire series, a deeply sad and sorrowing story, shrouded in comedy and music, one of inhumane experiments and otherworldly forces, a tale as old as time, one of human greed and vulnerability. If you take a step back and look at the series as a whole, it's not actually all that complicated. Now knowing the beginning and the end, we're able to make out most of the details that were so far left between the lines. There is still a lot left up for interpretation, but through hints and clues we're pushed to make quite a solid conclusion. At the time of recording, the final act is still quite fresh, and the lore-digging and over-analyzing community is rather small, so I've had to develop somewhat of my own headcanon to bridge the gaps and make sense of this whole ordeal. I have scoured the subreddit, reading every post and comment made over the last year. I've done the research, I've run the gauntlet, so here is my conclusion. Here's a recap of what I think really happened in the story. On the 6th of November 1991, Sasha Wang travels to Whale Industries after seeing an ad on TV. He is $140,000 in debt and is desperate for the money Whale promises for their experiments. Although Joe warns him, Sasha still goes. I believe he really did go to Whale to test out the BJ3000 or whatever, but Sam pulls him aside for her own goal. She plans to trap Whale CEO Michael Lee into a simulation she's created called the Mirage, and she needs Sasha's help to keep Michael there. Sasha is promised an X amount of salary for 2 weeks of work. He's trained in the ways of the nodes, where even the instructional video warns him not to do it. But he still continues. During his nesting procedure, something goes horribly wrong. Sasha shows a lot of restraint towards the node, which resulted in what sounds like a horrific accident. Nevertheless, Sasha is now in the simulation, acting as a fake game show host and armed with admin privileges to keep Michael in the loop. After a mysterious fire at tech facility of Whale Industries, Michael Lee is comatose. Or so is the public led to believe. It was in fact Sam who illustrated the whole thing to connect Michael into Mirage and trap him within the game. This is where the show picks up, and during the first months of daily videos, we see Michael, or as Sasha calls him, Mikaeli, slowly come to the realization that things are not what they seem. Straight from the get-go, the viewer is fooled into rooting for Mikaeli as we watch him figuring out how to escape from this matrix. He hits metal 17 times and is awarded a picture of a motor car, but because property is theft, he is now under arrest. During this time, Sam pulls Michael out of the sim for a moment to extract the key to Vault 3 from him. With the help of some other employees, they release the source from Vault 3. It is presumed that Sam did not work alone. Michael was always accused of abusing his employees, so it is very plausible others rallied behind Sam to put an end to this man's evil doings. But somebody who is behind Michael through thick and thin is Michael's wife, Gia. We see her infiltrating the Whale headquarters and gaining access to the system through a horny intern. She is able to reach Michael and guide him toward the bugs the system has. Michael escapes and is back in the real world. He quickly discovers that the source has gone missing from Vault 3 and knows well to blame Samantha for this. Sam is kidnapped and is inserted into her own simulation, now stuck with Sasha, who is stuck there because of Sam. Obviously those two don't get along, but still agree to work together to escape. In the real world, Joe sees the TV broadcast about Michael Lee waking from his coma months after Sasha had gone missing. After a failed phone call, he decides to go looking for his friend directly. All the while there are FBI agents in the local area who are starting to get infected by the wild source. After singing their hearts out, because apparently that's the only thing to do in this hell, Samantha is pulled out of the sim to get tortured by Michael. He plans on accessing her node recordings to relocate the source. Linda warns that there is no anesthetic at hand, but Michael still continues. Meanwhile, Joe gets captured by Whale security after he's lied about Sasha's well-being. but thanks to an oversight in the sim, Sasha is able to send a message out through a Byte magazine article, which is conveniently given to Joe to pass the time. Joe gets the message and Sasha is able to make direct contact with his friend. After having analyzed the guard movement, he believes there will come a moment in about 5 hours when Joe can escape and retrieve Sasha's body. Look at the size of Vault 3, god damn, just how big is the source? The situation with it is reaching its climax. Chaos ensues, mass panic follows, total mayhem outside as people are panicked about this mysterious entity that's affecting and taking control of the locals. Michael plans to use the ritual to lure the source back to the facility, and for that they attempt to use Joe as sacrificial bait, but in a sudden turn of events, Linda stabs Michael with the paralyzer instead as they make their escape. The source approaches the structure and Michael is mauled to death. Joe runs through the giant rooms and corridors, finally making it to the place where Sasha's supposed to be. But instead of his body, he only finds a small box connected to the Mirage. In a heroic act of selflessness, he too joins Sasha in this never-ending nightmare. I would have never guessed that this feel-good series with its creepier moments would have such a dark ending, but it is analog horror at the end of the day. This genre isn't known for its happy endings. Sasha's fate was actually foreshadowed a couple times throughout the series. Firstly, when we saw Gia reacting to it on the intern's computer, it clearly says that Test Subject 2's external hardware has been disconnected. At the time, we didn't know what to make of this, but now it's clear that the external hardware was Sasha's body, which was probably damaged during the rooting process and thus unrecoverable. Or alternatively, we see flashing images during one of the tapes. In the photograph, we can make out an operating room damaged in fire, with what looks like a body laying on the table. Maybe that's Sasha's body that was lost in the fire. Maybe Sasha's procedure is what caused the fire in the first place. Why and how Joe inserted himself into the simulation is left unanswered. He was probably too heartbroken to leave Sasha alone in there and begged Linda to be put in there with him. Hashtag justice for Sasha. It's bittersweet if anything, seeing these two random bodies be dragged into a figurative hell. These two are now banished into the deepest layer of Vale's inferno, and not because of the sins of their own. They were the ones manipulated, pushed and shoved, almost killed. Maybe that would have been for the better. Hey, at least they have each other. But that still leaves one crucial question, probably the one you've asked yourself during this video. What actually is the source? Well, we don't know. Or we don't know for sure. There really isn't enough solid evidence to make out the concrete claim, but after everything we've seen, I can take one single leap of logic and give you a pretty solid answer. It's a demon. Yes, a demon. A satanic underworld ritual kind of demon. We've seen plenty of evidence that something cultish is going on at Vale. Joe makes multiple jabs at the topic, even seeing some evidence on his way to the facility to back up his claim. But the biggest clue comes during the final act, in which the Uterate ritual is performed. At first I thought it might just be some technological or medical procedure that they've given this name. No, they literally start chanting and the source is instantly drawn to it. It is believed through one of these rituals the source was summoned in the first place, then captured and harvested for nodes to make huge progress on the tech produced by Vale. We know Sam was the co-creator of the Mirage simulation, but I believe that was in the works before the source and the nodes came into the equation. There's perhaps even more shady experiments other than the afterlife simulation and mind control going on at Vale that we don't even know about. Michael seems to be an expert on this Satanism thing and has not only figured out how to summon a real fucking demon, but also knows how to harvest the power of this demon for his own benefit. Even this is believed to be an anomaly within the context of everything. Summoning this demon doesn't seem to have been an easy process, otherwise Michael would probably repeat it instead of chasing the one known source. During an FBI tape at the end of day 208, We're told that all agents be aware that Neradian is still uncontained and poses a threat to humanity. And within the static, a hidden message can be barely made out. No, it doesn't. It's friendly. This is the aforementioned tampering the infected FBI agents did. The source has taken control of them and is influencing them to do something horrible. What exactly, we're not shown. But seeing the panic that ensues in the public, it must be pretty violent and graphic. Even the FBI warns that this Neradian demon is a direct threat to humanity. Not to humans, to humanity as a whole. So, if we really are to believe that we're dealing with a demon here, it really is anyone's guess the scope and scale of the power this entity possesses. It seems to act like a wild creature that infects people's brains like a disease. In the controlled environment of Vale's facilities, this power was able to be harnessed and used for experiments that didn't always harm the test subjects. But in the wild, with the will of its own, and maybe a taste for revenge, who knows what this monster is capable of. For dramatic effect, I'm just gonna assume it's wreaking havoc in hopes of establishing a hive mind, whatever the true intentions of that would be. Maybe it wants to bring about the Judgment Day. It's a demon straight from hell after all. And on the other side of this coin is Michael, our second monster in this story. His tale being of corruption. He infects people in a different way, promising them the same of what he seeks. More power, more money. He is a man of word and action, and thus has great influence over his employees, who are all well versed in the old ways of summoning scary shit. And if the man is met with resistance, he is more than willing to step out of line to get his way. Assaulting, threatening, insulting, you name it. He is literally a manifestation of corporate greed, meets a closet full of skeletons, armed with demonic powers that can destroy the world. Almost cartoonishly evil. I mean, he's got a whole theme song and everything.
I bounce to the bad boy beat, I'm a bad boy freak by the name of Michael Lee.
Oh, and the whole time loop thing just suddenly stopping is literally because Adrian stopped posting every day. That is the best in-universe explanation you're gonna get. Or maybe there never was a time loop to begin with. I hope you enjoyed this look back on one of the strangest and coolest pieces of analog horror out there. This series has been very confusing to follow, so maybe now we all have a better understanding of what really happened. I want to give a huge round of applause to the show's creator, Adrian Gray, who really went above and beyond in making this show come to life. The whole series originates from one of Adrian's earlier bits over on Instagram. There is even a lingering still frame left out of it in the original Mikaeli video. I highly recommend checking his stuff out. We are really glad you didn't give up on us, because the end product is nothing short of amazing. We laughed together, we cried together, we sang together, and now we will all remember the story of Mikaeli together. Be sure to like and subscribe to support my videos. Maybe even share this video with a friend who's stuck inside a simulation if you want to. If not, then, well, fair enough.